Why do you want to hunt?
Because you all think that I can't.
Well. Here we are again. The not so long awaited fifth installment of the Predator franchise, Prey. The trailer recently dropped for it, and I think I speak for most people when I say that it was a bit underwhelming, but a lot of people were expecting it to be. Fifth installment if you're not counting Alien vs. Predator. Basically what I'm saying is I don't think anybody should be surprised when this movie flops. So far, the story we are being told is the gripping adventure of a young, skilled warrior known as Naru. Now, before we get into the absolute flop that this film is going to be, I think that you should pause and head on over to Twitch and drop me a follow on twitch.tv/isnoe, I-S-N-O-E. Lately, I've been actually streaming there, and somewhat consistently, so my schedule at the moment is 10 p.m. CST, Tuesday through Thursday. Usually, that's when I stream. I stream DGen hours. As you guys know, I always say that this is strictly a hobby. I don't even get that much money from this, and even if I did, I wouldn't really care. What I'm really interested in doing right now, what's actually captivating my attention, is streaming on Twitch. So if you want an easier way to interact with me, Twitch is the way to do it. So you guys all remember the film The Predator, which was directed by Shane Black, Shane Black was the guy in the very first Predator, the one that made the joke about his wife's vagina being too big. That was Shane Black. That movie, in my opinion, was a massive step back for the Predator franchise as a whole, just because it implied that the reason the Predators actually rip out skulls and stuff is to get the spinal fluid in them so that they can evolve themselves through biotechnology to make themselves the better hunter, to make themselves the greatest hunters in the entire universe. They would take these samples from these different predators and make themselves stronger, right? Now, that wasn't the most absurd part of the film, but I do feel like it kind of just ruined the whole vibe of the Predator being strictly a hunter that's trying to hunt the best game. It wasn't that bad. But what was bad was in the movie when the Predator itself claims that a child with autism is the next step in human evolution, and therefore is the thing that they wanted to distribute to their entire race, is they wanted to give their entire race autism. I just thought that was such a weird plot point, you know what I mean? Absolute dog water of a film. I'll even argue that the 2010 Predators was a bit better, although it did get a little weird near the end. I also think that just Adrian Brody is completely underrated as an actor. You know, him in Peaky Blinders was amazing. But anyway, moving on to Prey. This film follows Naru, who is a quote-unquote skilled female warrior, who is not actually a hunter in her tribe because apparently no one thinks that she can be a hunter, even though she's secretly really good at being a hunter, but no one knows that she's really good at being a hunter. In the trailer, alright, Naru is trying to prove that she is a strong huntress or whatever, so she tries to kill a grizzly bear with a bow and arrow, and it doesn't really work out too well, all things considered. She scrambles away to hide, but of course, the bear is killed by the Predator. The Predator who does this absolutely alpha thing of deadlifting the fucking bear over his head. Like, seriously. He lifts the fucking bear up over his head and screams. Now, I like this idea that the Predators actually initially killed, like, apex predators in their environment or whatever, and didn't actually kill humans until finding out that they were more of a threat later. And considering Naru is both female and technically unarmed, the Predator kind of follows the code of not killing her, which also makes sense. So this isn't too bad. What's weird is that Naru sets out to kill this Predator probably after some call to action. The only thing that I could possibly think of is the hunters in her clan or tribe get killed, and that's why she wants to go, you know, kill the Predator that she thinks she can kill. And I'll be honest, I'm pretty curious about how she thinks that she can kill this invisible alien that like killed a grizzly bear right in front of her and then deadlifted it. Now, I don't like it when trailers reveal too much of their story in the context of the movie, because you can kind of guess what's going to happen. And I believe in the original trailer, it just kind of implied that there was a female warrior or something, the Predator was hunting them, and they were going to have to survive, and they were Indians or whatever. That Native Americans. That was it. Now, this trailer goes into multiple different fight sequences, including Naru upgrading her hatchet, like some God of War thing, you know, where like she like throws it and then pulls it back, and it's like, I just think it's fucking weird. I'm sorry. The Predator, for some reason, has like really downgraded technology. And I won't accept the, well, he's trying to be honorable argument that some people have been throwing around. The dude is using fucking camouflage and lasers, but he's going to be honorable. The original Predator was laid out as a bunch of buff soldiers using guerrilla tactics literally get outmaneuvered and overwhelmed by an overwhelming force. In the end, Dutch struggles to beat the Predator using not a normal bow and arrow, but one that can apparently shoot through an entire fucking tree, and if there wasn't enough, he used explosive arrows. Dutch loses a one-on-one fight with the Predator and only manages to best it after baiting and tricking it. He never overpowered it, he outsmarted it. I guess I'm just a bit skeptical that the plot of this new movie seems to be Naru has some profound knowledge that makes her different. The text flashes something like, they hunt to live, it lives to hunt. And then she says some really cringe line like,
It knows how to hunt. I know how to survive.
so, what? So it's pretty obvious that someone close to her gets waxed. It could be her entire tribe, or this fucking dude that's fighting a puma in a tree for some reason. Like, why? But her resolve to defeat the Predator because she knows how to survive is just absolutely fucking stupid. She couldn't even kill the bear, man. Bare minimum. My expectations for this movie are pretty low, but I thought I would bring it to light because I hadn't even heard that this trailer dropped. That's how like under the radar it went. It just kind of slid by. Somebody had to tell me to watch it. Thanks for watching, guys. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. You all know the deal, but I would prefer it if you followed me on Twitch instead.
I can kill it.